shockingly hard gameplay. If you're good at science, physics and math, then this may be your game. Welcome to the Long Gate Review. And before we go there, why not hit that like and subscribe button to keep it up to date with all my latest. And come and join us on Community Discord, the link is down below. And so let's see how difficult this one can be. Gameplay. And just to get us going, firstly, may I mention the fact that this is an incredibly hard game. Yes, it has 3 levels, and yes, these can be swapped during actual gameplay. And yes, apart from the hardest level, you get hints as you go along, more so on the lower, easiest level. But even then, I feel like unless you're a really good mathematician, good at engineering type mechanical stuff, and have a full grasp of physics, you are going to struggle here, like myself. I managed to get a good few hours in. I'm not quite sure how far I've actually gone into the actual game, because obviously some of these actual puzzles will take you like 20, maybe 30 minutes, less or more either side. And I even tried to look for, shamefully, a maybe walkthrough on YouTube, but could not really find one. And as you actually go through the game, it gets harder and harder, and then it starts dealing with numbers as well. Now, I hold no shame in actually saying on this game that a good portion of these puzzles I managed to luck my way through by just over and over again swapping items around until the right combination came through for me. This obviously is not ideal to play a game like this in this fashion, but I wanted to get far enough in the game to think that, you know, I can give my own opinion to the game. There's not really much of a tutorial here at all, and in certain difficulties you get like hints on the floor and the like. I went for the normal difficulty, as I thought I had a good grasp of physics, mechanics and math, but I was obviously mistaken. You move around like any other first person game. You have a jump and a duck, which I failed to see, apart from the jump, what the duck would be actually useful for. Obviously something past where I actually got to. And then you get this like gun thing with a set of zeros on, and I believe from researching certain things, you are meant to change the number on this to coincide with something or other, and I couldn't work that one out, even though I went to where I presume you were meant to have gone, but I still couldn't get it to work. And then it was down to puzzling switches and moving objects around, these like conductors, so that you can pass a current through them in a different fashion and then go on to the next puzzle. Now, I know this all sounds doom and gloom and it probably doesn't sound like a great game, but I'm guessing that someone that actually really enjoys this sort of thing and is mentally inclined in that way would probably really enjoy this as a puzzle game. I did get a kick out of the puzzles that I actually worked out myself, but there's too many sort of like, these are ones and this is a 0, and then you need to match this to that, and then yeah, I don't know. This is why I definitely think it probably wasn't aimed at me. This probably sounds very confusing, and most people are probably turned off already thinking, oh, what the hell? But I'm definitely thinking there are a small hardcore group of people that will probably play this and really enjoy it. Graphically, I think it doesn't look too bad. It's not the best, and it's kind of like in that almost looking real but then not, if you know what I mean. I mean, for the part that I played, most things were dark, and then other things were just basically water or electricity. Although it did have a nice effect when you shift up the actual levels and down the levels. That was quite neat. Audibly, it's not too bad. It makes a nice little thudding sound when you pick things or put things down. Here's another listen, just in case you're wondering. The good. I really did like the concept, or do like the concept, and it really did give me a buzz when I completed things on my own. I do actually like the style of it as well. The bad, insanely hard. Some of the puzzles can be done just by randomly shifting things around. Maybe that's not actually a bad thing, because if I couldn't, then I probably wouldn't have got to where I was. The score. Okay, I'm just going to say that this is my personal view and thoughts of the game and my score. And I firmly believe that the game wasn't probably made for me. But anyway, let's see whether it gets onto the Wall of Fame or the Wall of Shame, or maybe somewhere in the middle, which is basically where it's lying as a 3 out of 5 for me. But I can easily see that people that will actually enjoy this game and it's aimed for will definitely probably rate it higher, as I can definitely see it's got all the things there to make a decent puzzler. And as for my alternative, I am definitely going to recommend Bridge Constructor Portal Edition, mainly because, well, it's Portal and that's kind of like physics and portals and things, and it's Bridge Constructor. Again, you're dealing with physics and obviously equations to build said bridges. Anyway, hit that like and subscribe button if you've enjoyed any of my content and want to see more, and come and visit us in the community Discord, where we, well, chat and play games together, because life is better when we switch together.